Nelson, those who have really studied actuarial science are going to be familiar with the name of Solomon Huebner, who's credited with coming up with the idea of human life value. So I'm wondering, can you explain what's the relationship between what you're doing with IBC and what...
Yeah, he was at the Wharton School of Business in Pennsylvania, and he established the American College of Life Underwriters. And the intent was to get people to think more deeply there, that they were buying life insurance just to take care of final needs and stuff like that. But expand your thinking. Consider human life value. But it never occurred to him that your need for finance was greater. He wasn't Austrian that I know of at all. And all I've added is that maybe in time he would have thought it through deeper. I don't know. David and I have discussed this in the past, and maybe one of the reasons he never brought it up is because during his lifetime, the banking function was held at the you and me level more than it is now. See, consider my father's generation, 5 years mortgage was coming. First car I ever bought, used a 4-year-old Buick, 1952, and I bought it. Had to pay 1/3 down. 18 months is as long as you could finance it. Would you believe it? I saw a John Deere zero-turn lawnmower advertised the other day, 7 years financing, and you don't have to pay anything the first year.
Well, let me let you explain that a little bit, because you use some terminology that I think some of the people watching aren't going to understand. So, as I understood, you were saying Huebner, this human life value, that concept was revolutionary at the time, because before him, people were not looking at a worker as a flow of future income, and then what's the capitalized value, the way you would insure a building or some other piece of tangible property. And so he was saying, let's use the same principle, because before then it was like, I got to pay for the casket, so you need some life insurance for those sorts of things at the end of your life.
Well, go back to my chart there of what's going on with a life insurance policy, and remember that policy loans are available. Well, your need for finance is huge. If you solve for this sort of thing, like I say, you're going to put up with so much life insurance, you can't get past the underwriters. It's enormous, your needs out there.
So Huebner, he showed people that they actually weren't taking into account the importance of fully underwriting your value, but you were saying he didn't go far enough.
He was infected by the arrival syndrome.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Right. So he did bring a contribution.
He quit thinking.
But then
this is it.
Gotcha.
We don't need to go any further.
Right. But then also in fairness, you were saying perhaps it was because back in his time, banking was at the you and me level, as you put it, and so perhaps that's why it didn't occur to him all.
Oh, there's a story about years ago. The patent office came close to being closed down because everything had been thought of already.